A new twist this evening in the fight to legalize marijuana. New Jersey Senator Cory Booker has introduced a bill that would legalize it at the federal level. Their Marijuana Justice Act does not have support yet from members of Congress, but Booker says he's hopeful that someday it will have bipartisan sponsorship.
Marijuana laws have devastated communities, have devastated cities, have devastated families, and have devastated too many lives.
The new legislation would use federal funds to encourage individual states to liberalize their marijuana laws.
And tonight we're taking a closer look at medical marijuana in Ohio through the eyes of a business looking to set up shop here. Green Mile Enterprise has eyed a spot in Elyria. Channel 3's Hilary Golston had an in-depth interview with one of the owners tonight. Hi, Hilary.
Hi, Sarah. Darrin Farrow is pretty serious about this. He told me a dear friend of his died after being on antidepressants, and he thinks marijuana can provide an alternative for people who need medical help with pain and other conditions. Farrow says his company has 25 licenses in other places, so you can say this really isn't his first rodeo. And that's why we tapped him to talk about the pot profession from his unique perspective.
We see something like this here in Ohio?
We make some of the best gummies in the country.
Let me give you a better look at what we're talking about. Chocolates, gummies, edibles.
It's a proprietary recipe, if you will.
No matter what form it comes in, it has to come from a business like Darrin Farrow's of Green Mile Enterprise. He's working on getting licensed in Ohio.
It seems rather arduous, to be honest.
It's going to be very competitive. There's 24 grow licenses, 12 in my opinion, worth going after, which starts off at 25,000 square feet canopy.
Farrow has applied for a cultivation license. He's already eyeing about 18 acres at Shilling Drive in Elyria. Some of the things we expect: greenhouses, a small indoor enclosure. Here's a look at one of Farrow's facilities further west. You need space for packaging, administrative bookkeeping, and other things.
Would you be a storefront as well, or would we be talking about just a grow operation and distribution?
Sure. So we're looking to be fully integrated. The state of Ohio allows us to have 5 retail or dispensary licenses, which is basically a pharmacy that only sells cannabis medicine.
You also need a place to safely store it all.
Some of the medicine we make is more expensive than gold by far.
With this very valuable product inside, it could attract nefarious characters who may want to go in and steal this stuff. Is that a concern? How do you protect against it?
Sure. Yeah, that's a concern. We do have protocols. Most are looking for cash, not cannabis. We use pharmaceutical grade gases, isopropane, isobutane.
He seems to know his stuff, and now we know a lot more about what it takes to wade through weeds. And just to give you kind of a look inside what we might expect seeing selling here in Ohio, Farrow also says concentrates are the fastest selling, things like distillates, which are yellowish golden in hue. That is the fastest way to get the medicine into the bloodstream. Vapes are also available, but remember, smoking pot, Sarah, is not part of Ohio's program.
And of course that program's already kind of started here, but it's vague. When would he expect to see pot sold in Ohio?
Yeah, definitely sold legally. We're talking closer to probably August of 2018. And he feels good about the chances of getting a license also for himself, but you have to consider things like the waiting period, cultivation, licenses to be granted for construction facilities, and then you're waiting on the processing and dispensary licenses, and then you have inspections. I mean, it seems like the process goes on, harvest, packaging, curing the product, all of that. So there's a lot involved in actually getting the medical marijuana to the customer.
It's going to be an interesting process for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hilary.